Hello there. This is going to be a general love reading for all signs. You guys are going to get 2 readings in one day because I recorded a reading last night and I don't know, number 1, I didn't have time to upload it, but also number 2, I sort of didn't push to upload it because, I don't know, maybe it just was meant to be for tonight or for what, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't time for you guys to watch it. I really don't know. Wait a second. Why am I using this deck? I just intuitively grabbed it. That's what we're doing. All right, this is going to be a general reading for all signs. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. Let me just get a bunch of these out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. My life is not as together as it seems. I lost myself for a little while. I left you before you could leave me. I am not available. I regret lying to you. Someone here gave the impression they were not available or not interested, and that was not truthful. I mean, that's just like literally right off the bat. That wasn't truthful. They weren't being honest with themselves. They weren't being honest with themselves, which means that they weren't honest with you. They are a self-sabotager. I left you before you could leave me. That's self-sabotage. You know what, my life is not as together as it seems. I get the impression that they play off like everything's cool, everything's great, everything's wonderful, everything's cool, everything's great. I feel like they regret a choice they made. For some of you, it's they chose someone else. And for some of you, they chose not to... They chose not to move forward with this via no action, obviously. There was no action taken. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So you're definitely always on their mind. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I'm like this, shuffling it. That's the energy. It's like nerve-wracking. It's like, oh my God. And so this gotta be them. I hope that you can forgive me one day. It's like the energy is anxious, it's nervous, and nerve-wracking is like the best way that I can say it. You came closer than anyone. I'm starting to understand our connection while Spirit's giving us the tea. I bury myself in work to forget you. I mean, you're getting the tea right off the bat, 3 minutes in. This is a tea. I just got the chills. They are starting to understand that this wasn't just physical attraction or sexual, that this wasn't a meaningless connection. I think what they're understanding is you are someone who came closer than anyone. You started to change them. Remember, didn't it say that here? Where was it? Where was it? I guess not. That's the I bury myself in work to forget you. I thought I saw the card, I'm becoming a better person. We will be together again. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. It's almost like a promise. Like this could be a past life promise, right? This would, oh, I just got the chills again. This would be a past life connection because I'm definitely getting past life vibes here of like them saying, and I don't feel like, I think they thought that in this life, but I think they've said this to you in a past life. Don't get me wrong, for some of you, they may have told you this in this fucking life for sure. I want you. My God, why can't we move off of this deck? It's time for me to heal now, but I'm not going to take that one because I don't feel like I supposed to. I know that I crossed the line with you. I look for you everywhere. I wish I had treated you better. I am afraid to contact you. I told you, it's nervousness. There's like, knees weak, arm heavy. Knees weak, arms heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. It's like you make their palms sweat. They're afraid to contact you because this is gonna sound really weird, okay? But this is what I'm getting. It's like, it's not, I'm not saying you're fragile, but what I'm saying is they're afraid to say the wrong thing, and they're treating this, the communication with you, very fragile. It's fragile. Okay, it's fragile. Fuck, I love that movie. A Christmas Story, we watch it every Christmas. We fucking watch it every Christmas. And I'm not bullshitting, every Christmas. They are overly cautious on how they communicate with you. They're overly cautious. And I mean like weirdly. For some of you, so weirdly that they don't even contact you. Because it's like they don't want to say the wrong thing, so they just don't say anything. And it backfires, right? Because what that feels like, obviously, is that they're not interested. I mean, what else are you going to fucking go by? Feels like they're not interested. See, that's them. They like refuse to cross the threshold to go into, they just wouldn't, they wouldn't budge. You know what I feel like? They didn't know how. That may sound ridiculous, right? Well, what do you mean they don't know how? They just asked me out. It doesn't feel as simple as that. I don't know. There's like this weird thing about it where I'm getting the vibe. Like, I feel like you were so, and are so, for some of you, so divinely protected that there's like a protection barrier around you. And we know this, right? Where it's like their vibration wasn't the right frequency. It wasn't the right match. And so it was almost as if even if they wanted to, they couldn't. Because like you're so divinely protected that like they could feel that barrier, or like they could feel that it just didn't, it just didn't feel right. Like intuitively. There may have been times when they almost did. Like I feel like this could have been where you know, you kind of sit there and you talk to a friend about this connection and you'd be all like, man, there were a couple of times that I thought that was the moment. Like it was right on the brink. It was right on the precipice. It was like so gray. Like it was just like, oh my God, I was like almost right there. And like it didn't happen. And there is regret on their end here. But it was as if they couldn't even penetrate through it, even if they wanted to. They're also like them, their heart, they're very guarded. Because remember you came closer than anyone. And for them, they're just like, how did you fucking get in here? Why am I staying awake at night thinking about you? Why do I feel like this? Like it's like they couldn't wrap their brain around it. And it may have upset them and infuriated them. Because like nobody does that. Like nobody gets in. See, he's very emotionally detached by nature, or when presented with emotional connection. Because just his personality might not be like this, right? King of Swords. He or she, right? Because people always ask, well, how come this is only for women? Bitch, it's for everybody. Put yourself where you belong and put the motherfucker where they belong. If you're a man watching this and you're straight and you're thinking about a woman, it could be her. This could be you. Vice versa if this is same sex. Bitch, put yourself where you belong. Energy is fluid. That was on the bottom of the deck earlier. And I refused to take him. I was like, no. He won't leave the bottom of the deck because this is it. Okay, now for some of you have two. Is one a water sign? Is one an air sign? Possible. But you have two. One is a little bit more in touch with their emotions and feelings, although maybe not good at expressing it still. But one of them is more emotionally detached than the other. Let me just put it that way. Now, for those of you that there is just one particular person, you can see that this is what they show. King of Swords is poker faced. He is cold, but he's feeling stuff. It was just 11:11 on the timer. He's feeling stuff, right? He feels emotions and he feels things, but he's tried to block what he feels because, I mean, again, it says, I'm starting to understand our connection. Yeah, see? Told you, bitches. Told you. Now it's two fucking people that's, they're going to become an energetic match. How do they become an energetic match? Well, by working on themselves, right? By not self-sabotaging, by allowing themselves to be fearless. See, they go through an awakening, the sun. Or they see the light. Or they have an epiphany. Or they heal, basically. This is seeing eye to eye. See, both cups are touching. There was he wasn't putting his cup out. You see that? He wasn't doing that before. He wasn't open for emotional connection. But there is a force that is bigger than them that they for the longest time fought against and couldn't understand. And now they are starting to understand this connection. I'm quoting the card. I'm just literally quoting the card. I am starting to understand our connection, period. It doesn't mean that now that they're understanding it, everything's going to be great. That has to sort of marinate in them first, the sun. They have to come to this awakening to it. They have to come to this acknowledgement of it. Magician. God, they have all the tools to pull this off. That's what that tells us. He has all the tools. They have all the tools to pull this off. It's also manifestation. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think that they've also tried to not necessarily manifest, but hope that the feelings that they felt for you went away. And I say don't take offense to it because it sounds offensive, right? It's like, what the fuck? Why do you want to feel no feelings for me? I get that. But it's not a personal thing. It's a them thing. They don't like emotional connection. They're not comfortable with it because nobody gets in. It is, you're rattling their cage. You see what I'm saying? That's what you did. You rattled their cage. Knight of Wands. I told you they were in regret. Screams it. Can feel it. They're in deep regret. Knight of Wands is also a beautiful energy because, yeah, it can be very in and out very quickly, sort of flaky because they come in and they leave just as quickly. But I get the vibe that there was like sudden regret. Like it just hits them one second, like boom. Like regret hits suddenly. And they haven't been able to shake this feeling. Like, I feel like they've been waiting too, right? They've been waiting this out. See, they've been holding back. They've been waiting this out. They've been waiting it out. Golden touch. There's something about the physical connection between the two of you. They feel electricity. There's a spark. It feels like magic. It feels like magic. Secret admirer. I mean, that's quite obvious that they didn't tell you. They kept it to themselves. It's fucking obvious. Endings. They may have felt like this was ending. They may have felt like they were losing you. Maybe the feminine here has moved on or is moving on. But it also tells me it's the end of it being a secret. You know what I mean? It's like the end of them just harboring their feelings for you. Vacation. Something about a vacation or a trip and hidden truth. See, isn't that fucking crazy? That's why the first fucking deck I used, intuitively grabbed the hidden truth oracle. Because what are we doing? We're revealing all their hidden truths. There's something about an upcoming trip or vacation. It's important somehow, or it's something about it. We're literally exposing what they've been hiding. Pampered. They're going to spoil you too. You want to know what's crazy is it may not seem like it right now. It may seem like they are cold and wishy-washy and an ass, or, you know, whatever you may get the impression that they're being, because they're acting like that. And I don't know if you know this, you probably do. If you know them really well, I mean, I'm getting nervous here. The way they are in relationships might be shocking to you because of what they've portrayed. I think my point here is that in relationships, they tend to be very giving. And they are loving and tender, and they give all of their attention and devotion to the person that they're with. And I think in the past, this didn't go so well for them, which would make perfect sense, right? Why they would be so guarded. And imagine they did all that for someone who wasn't the right person. So imagine what they would do for the right one. Like, I feel like you wouldn't have to lift a finger around this person. One more. Past life. Told you. Told you it was a promise. We will be together again. I told you it's past life. It was a vow. I will find you again. We will be together. It's like a vow. And this, you know, that's why they say words are very powerful, because words are spells. And I feel like this promise or vow of we will be together again cannot be broken. And so when you guys have done this separation thing throughout this connection, there is always this sort of magnetic pull back or draw back, or they can't let this go because they're not supposed to. And I think they're starting to understand that not necessarily, they're not going to be like, oh, because it's a past life vow. They're not going to fucking know that. But I think what they're understanding is everything. You know what I mean? Like, they're starting to understand that the reason that I feel like this when I'm not with them is because I'm supposed to be with them. And it's going to just extended. It's going to be juicy. I can fucking tell. If you would like to rent it, click below this video, the word more. It's going to bring up all my links. It's going to take you to my website, basically. So click on the first one. Excuse me. Below this video, click the word more. It's going to bring up all my links. Click on the first one. It'll take you to my website, saltwaterhillstarot.com. Then you're going to go to the extended readings and special love / oracle readings. People still have issues with those steps. They say it's not there. I go and I look and they're there. They say they can't find it. I don't know how, but if you're on my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com, you just go to the reading section, extended readings or whatever it's called, and you look for, honey, I'm not sure. I don't know how else to guide you guys there. And also, I'm still accepting applications for my March 2025 Sedona retreat. And I have received quite a few applications and I've been sorting through them. And if you have received an email from me in regards to your application, please, 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 please do not ignore it, because if you don't respond back and pay your deposit, I'm going to move on to the next person on the list. So I still have 3 or 4 spots left. I'm kind of giving a little wiggle room there, and so there may be 4 or 5, but I don't know. I want to keep it a small group. So that is still available. Remember, your spot is not locked in until you pay your deposit. And follow me on my second channel, my lifestyle vlog channel that I just started. It's called Missy in Wonderland. Okay, you guys? I'll see you in your extended. Love you. Bye.